It's Sunday night, and what does that mean? It's the depression edition. It's the agony edition. My son is off to a university from Leicester, apparently. Can't even spell it right. Not off to a good start. I'm depressed. Danny's cranky. Lay your agony on us because this is your Sunday roast.
Welcome to the Sunday roast with Mike and Danny. This is Danny and this is Mike, and we're kind of strange. We're in the tub and we drink a lot. At least one of us does. This is not Mike's body, but that is Danny's, and that's really gross. Thanks for watching the Sunday roast. We love our fans. And here's Danny's mom.
His name's Michael.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And he's a Jew. You can tell he's a Jew. Look at
Ask him
him.
who's his daddy.
Magical moment. I can almost taste Danny. It's so close I can almost taste him.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. It's the Sunday roast with your hosts, Magic Mike and Danny the GFP.
Daniel,
Michael.
it is Sunday, and that must mean it's the Sunday roast. Agony edition. I'm gutted right now. I'm happy from an Arsenal perspective. It's like the one thing that I can hang my head on right now. And you know, I do leave in 48 hours for the great second home of London that I have.
It's a great something.
Yeah, but it's all just to distract me from my sorrows. But you know, let's
tell me,
not talk about
tell
that.
me, little one. Tell me of your problems, my little one.
Well,
my little pomfret.
My my second best friend other than you, the one that
Andy.
I lived with, the one that used to live with me voluntarily.
Oh, your wife.
No, she's not. There's
daughter?
nothing voluntary about that.
Your daughter?
There's some subservient.
Andy's wife. Is it Andy's wife?
Yeah.
Andy's
no. The boy is
it?
gone. The boy is gone. He's off in college. He's sowing his wild oats. He's decided that he needs an education, and that education does not include me.
Or me. We were meant to be going and joining up with his course, and what did he do? He grassed on us. Your son's a grass. He let us down.
He's a grass. He's a grass. He's a grass.
He's mugged us off.
He mugged us off. He
shocking.
Flipped us over. He flipped us up, rubbed us down,
and not in the good way.
Yeah, and so he's off, and now I am what they now call an empty nester. And the good news is I don't, as I tweeted earlier today, I there's very little. And I know I said pants, knowing that would be taken the wrong way and the right way, depending on where you live. But yes, I don't have any more 18-year-old boy living in my house anymore, and I'm just really not. I clearly have not figured out how to handle that yet. But that's not the biggest news of the week. The biggest news of the week just got spoiled in the chat. You've shoved.
What?
You've shoved.
I have shaved. Yes. My mum come round, grabbed me by the scruff of the neck like a mother picking up her kitten, and shaved me from the neck upwards. And
were you crying and screaming and kicking the whole time?
Well, she offered to give me 10p if I sat still for the whole thing. So I sat still for most of it, but I managed to get away at the end. But she just did distract me with some lovely crunchy ice lollies. I never knew there was such a thing. Very nice.
You take the crunchy bar.
You do.
You take it out of Danny's pants, and then you mix it with ice cream.
No, actually, no, you don't. You get a kind of caramel flavored ice cream, and then you melt the crunchy bar, and then you crunch up another one and sprinkle it on it. So the outer shell is chocolate with sprinkles of a crunchy bar.
That I could put into my face.
I'd put two into my face.
My reaction just then is because it appeared as though Real Sociedad had just taken the lead on Barcelona. And it will go to VAR, but I don't think it's going to count. It might count.
Who are they playing? Barcelona?
Real Sociedad. Did he get a touch on it? I don't think so, because it's one of those free kicks where there were three guys offside. One of the guys lunged for the ball and didn't get a touch. So technically it wasn't touched in an offside position, but I believe he became active in the play. And between my son, I'm worried about him getting active, but this guy had no problem becoming active.
Is indeed. Loki likes a cider flavored ice lolly. One of my favorites, that is. Give that a good old get the flavor out of it, then eat the ice. Nice. And Kate says, "What a day for football, by the way."
Let's talk about, so is it that Chelsea and Liverpool so far this season and United, and City, these teams are just bad now, I guess, because my thought was that maybe it's the teams in the bottom half of the table that are getting better and causing the fact that the top teams sometimes lose games that you wouldn't expect them to lose, like when Arsenal lose to, I don't know, Newcastle or Bournemouth or Brighton or something like that. Not Bournemouth, you don't lose to Bournemouth, but to Brighton last season. I thought that was kind of normal when that happened, because the league has gotten a lot better. But and now it is, because other teams are losing to those teams.
They're scared of us. They all know that we're unbeaten. We've scored the most goals, got the best goal difference, won the most number of games, and we have got the second best goals conceded record. It's all over. It's over It's over before August for the first time ever in Premier League history. We've won the title before August is finished.
I think so. There have been times where a 2-0 lead, like we had yesterday at one point, you feel that was dangerous and we might lose it. Yesterday I knew, but it was over in the 11th minute, and the season's over in the third week. I think
Sai sums it up perfectly. The anti-human rights derby was good. And I'm surprised they didn't behead any players at halftime for poor performances. Oh, excellent. Callum, no, neither of us watch boxing because AJ is a pussy.
I would have liked to have watched that, but you must have heard the scandal afterwards, though.
Him bitching about, I was in a dark place, that's why I lost.
Well, yeah, apparently Anthony Joshua stormed off to the dressing room and then came back and went on some ridiculous rant and completely stole Usyk's moment. And
because he's a little prick.
Boxers aren't known for their good decisions, I don't think, a lot of the times.
Well, you get hit in the head for a living. You're not going to come out with the most logical stuff, are you? It's like if you get kicked in the balls for a living, you're not really going to have a really good sperm count. Same applies to brains and brain cells. Thick as shit, came out and had a little whine. It wasn't even as strong as me. Don't care. You fucking lost. Jog on, son. Isn't he an Arsenal fan?
Anthony Joshua, I believe, is an Arsenal fan.
God, that's what I fucking need. I don't like boxing. It's usually fixed. It's real men do jiu-jitsu or just beat the fuck out of each other.
Well, and this one apparently this wasn't fixed, but it was a split decision, which I don't think anybody other than the judge who ruled it in Joshua's favor believed that he had won the fight in any way, shape, or form. But and then there was another massive upset in UFC. Yesterday was probably the best day that our friend Ola, has had in his life.
What happened?
He just loves. Nothing personal, but Arsenal won. There was it was actually probably one of the worst days because the UFC fighter that lost is one of his favorite. And
I heard he lost. Got his head knocked off.
Got kicked in the neck and the head in the 5th round and knocked on the ground. I'm not gonna. After watching that tape, I've decided not to become a UFC fighter.
You're not making a comeback.
I was considering it. I mean, I did wrestle for like 7 weeks in high school in London. We wrestled against other like American military bases, and these kids were like I was wrestling other kids that were 135 pounds, and yes, I was under 10 stone at that time.
We need it in stones.
I just did it, and you talked. I said it was under 10 stone. I was 9 stone 7, 9 stone 9 maybe.
I'm very sorry.
And because I never interrupt you, so no, I was 9 stone 9, and the other kids were 9 stone 9. But the musculature was a bit different for these sons of like Air Force pilots and Navy fighters and stuff, and it was not good. I lost, and so no, I will not be making a comeback 35 years later to become a UFC heavyweight fighter.
Shame that I can hear the world of collegiate wrestling crying themselves to sleep. Part of tonight's show, people, is it's a special show. It is as we called it on the Twitters. Tonight, we are your hashtag agony uncles. Send us your problems, and we will fix them for you, unless it involves beating your friends to a pulp outside KFC, being dragged off by the police and doing a 20-year stretch, and then still making it back for the podcast. You know who you are. I'll have none of your none of your shenanigans, your shimmy shammy. So anybody got any personal problems? Pile them on us. We will give you great guidance. I've had an inspiration because I sold a cup to a vicar.
To a vicar?
To a vicar.
Now, for all of the Americans in the chat,
yes.
Dozens and dozens of Americans, what the fuck is a vicar?
A vicar is a priest, usually Church of England. Other than that, Wikipedia wouldn't tell me anything else, and I lost the will to live. And so, other than that, I've got no more information than that. But I was having to sort out. And Sian came back for the day to go to her mum's, who's just got. Did I show you where Sian's mum lives? In a hole on the other side of the road.
You pointed to it on the other side of the road. I wasn't aware that it was actually a hole.
Well, my mum's buying Sian's mum an electric bed like my one. 2 years ago, we arranged to do it. It's taken her that long to clear up her house and get rid of her bed because she's got a bad back and all these things, can't do it. And so one of the things that I paid, I said to Sian, you come back, I'll pay you your petrol, 25 quid for her to come home. And then going over to your mum's, do some things, clear up some shit, find some more stuff to stick on eBay. I've only got 400 things for sale on eBay at the moment. And one of then she come back after about an hour or so. I went, we can do some more stuff here. So we cleared out all of my cupboards underneath the sink and cleared out the big cupboard in the kitchen. And we found this little beauty, not the Iron Brew. The Iron Brew is to give you some scale of reference. My mum bought me that about 20 years ago from the Arsenal catalogue. And it was about 20 odd quid then. So I put it on Twitter. Did anybody want it? And a vicar said, he's a gooner. I said, I'll have it. How much? I said, 20 quid and 4 quid postage. So I have had money from God. One of the gods.
Do you think that just came from the parishioners from the church? Like,
I don't know.
Was that what he collected that day? And
he's one of God's many representatives on earth, and he's a very nice gentleman, lives up north, and he paid me straight away with PayPal, which is lovely. I've probably been stung for about £1 or £2. I should have told him to gift me it. But more interestingly, Sian's mum brought this over. That is Sian's mum hiding behind it. She didn't want to be in the picture. And we had a good look at that shirt. That is a 2003-4. I think it's a 3-4. Invincible shirt. Is that right? I can never remember my seasons for shirts. And it's an XXL, and it is in amazing condition. There's no rips, no tears. I don't even remember her wearing it. It still looks folded. You can see down the middle, folded when she took it out of the packet.
Yeah, that's in phenomenal shape.
It is. And so I've been told by Paul Dawes, who sells Arsenal shirts. You got one as well?
I thought I did, but it's actually this one.
Yes.
This is one
Glory
that
days, 98.
This was my biggest fail of the summer. Sebi gave me that for Gooners versus Cancer, specifically because I wanted a shirt that I could get Ray Parler to sign, because I knew I'd be seeing him over the summer tour. And there you are, Sebi. And I don't even know if I ever told. I know that I told him that I forgot it on the day that I would have had the opportunity to have him sign it, and then I thought I'd see him over the rest of the week at something or another, and it never happened. So I'm still on a quest. One of these days, Sebastian, that will be signed by Ray Parler, whether I have to sneak into his house in the middle of the night or do it legitimately. That will be signed by Ray Parler, and it will be auctioned off. But yeah, there's the shirt. I have it. It's in great condition, and Sebby's here. So
if anybody wants that shirt, XXL. Paul Dawes said he's never sold one because he's never seen one in an XXL. Anybody wants that shirt? Lovely condition. Go on my Twitter @the_GFP. Have a look through my pointless tweets, and then if you want it, he said it's worth about £100. Let me know. We have our first question of the night, Mr. Feinberger. It is from Joshua Page. This is a very important one. We need your deep thoughts and concentration. I have a problem, Joshua says. I can't. Oh, hold on. I'm hearing in my ear. We require a hat and a pipe. Can you help with the hat and the pipe? It makes any advice you may give. It makes it 27% more believable and 18% more legitimate. So if you can, here we go, people. This is an important. Oh, he's not going to go for the triple whammy, is he? Oh, this could be good. He's got the glasses. Okay, right. Here we go, people. Full screen. Mr. Feinberg, the wise man that you are, Joshua Page says, I can't decide between taco pizza or meat lover pizzas for dinner. Your thoughts, sir?
Well, taco pizza was already way, way behind. And then Danny saying taco just was like the whack-a-mole ending to that concept as being a potential winner of this. It's meat lovers all day long, but I would strongly suggest taking an antacid before that, because I had a meat lovers pizza, let's just call it recently, and didn't sleep very well afterwards. And apparently I didn't love all of the meat because some of it came back up into the hotel room toilet. So how's that for an endorsement? 100% go for the meat lovers pizza. Danny, what do you think? You want the taco?
Go for the pepperoni hot. You've got mushrooms. Swap the mushrooms for onions for mushrooms, and then you've got pepperoni, and you've got jalapenos. Take half the jalapenos off, and then you're good to go. And I will gobble most of that. And if you know them, ask them to cook it a little bit longer, because it's nice to have a slightly overdone pepperoni on your pizza.
I will say though, when it comes to like meat lovers pizza, there can be too much stuff on your pizza, and there can be. And in fact, most meat lovers pizzas accomplish this unpleasant goal. You want to have the ability to savor the cheese within the toppings. You don't want it to be cheese just overcome by different meats, in my opinion. So honestly, pepperoni, maybe one other topping, maybe another topping if one of those toppings happens to be bacon, because bacon isn't too overcoming of the space in your mouth. But yeah, meat lovers, where they got ham and bacon and sausage and pepperoni and meatballs and pork and all that stuff. It's too much. What kind of business are you running when you're having all that? So
remember, people, it's a pizza. It's not a sandwich. You can't have a dozen toppings, ingredients. No,
you
we don't sing,
but you should.
We don't sing. We don't sing, do we, Michael?
No. I mean, I have to have had a lot more to drink in order to sing. I can't sing. I got this pipe in my mouth. Sorry, Kyle.
You need to keep that close in case there's any more really important questions.
I'll do it like William Shatner. Okay.
Yes.
Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday.
Every syllable
to you
has a different head movement.
Happy birthday to
you.
Callum's I forget because it's not on the screen anymore.
It's probably made up anyway. It doesn't matter.
Happy birthday
Yes.
to you.
You won't get that on Arsblog. He'd just call you a cunt and move on. Right, next question from Sai. What thing would make you stop supporting Arsenal? For me, any kind of questionable takeovers like someone like City or Newcastle United, I'll stop watching Arsenal football. I actually had one.
That's a
I
great
said,
question,
if
Sai.
that fat, granny shagging little whore left Man United and signed for Arsenal, I would not watch any of their games while he was at the club, which was hard because we were about 3 seasons into the podcast. That's how much I hated that dirty little shit.
He's coaching my local right now.
He is, and you got smashed 6-0.
Smash 6. We my ass. DC United, formerly proud franchise of MLS. First 2 or 3 seasons, they won the title. They've won a handful more. Lewandowski's got a brace today. In unrelated news, but formerly strong franchise, just absolute shit now. A shit show of shit. Rooney came and actually helped them as a player for about a year and a half. It was maybe a little over a year. Got to the point where I could deal with him. I was never going to shout his name. I was never going to cheer. I went to a few games because he was still playing at a fairly high level, shockingly, at least against that competition. Then he left, and he's come back now. He looks fat, miserable. He's clearly not in a good place with Colleen. I think Rebecca Vardy hired him at DC United, but let's just say he's not helping the team anymore. They've played 2 games against the Philadelphia Union and have lost them like a tennis destruction. 7-0, 6-0, the 2 games. Home and away.
7 and 6.
7-0 about a month and a half ago, and 6-0 last night. It's insane. It's ridiculous. But so if Wayne Rooney had been transferred, as was rumored for a while,
yeah.
Interestingly enough, so is Jamie Vardy. That would have been hilarious if they were both transferred to Arsenal. But if he had come here, you would have stopped. You would have no longer done a podcast. You would have. What would you have done?
I wouldn't have watched any of the games. I'd have made up that every
Peterborough?
single show, so nobody would have noticed any difference at all. But we have Royal Podcasting YouTube Art Royal in the chat here. It's Poorly Drawn Arsenal, and because I'm prepared, people, I've put in the chat Poorly Drawn Arsenal's YouTube channel, which is there.
It's fantastic, and I have not yet, but cannot wait to watch the Clive one that's just been released.
I haven't seen it yet.
The thing is, I feel badly because by his comment, he knows that it's me. My hope was that he would stumble upon this, think I was a brand new podcaster, and I get to do another Poorly Drawn Arsenal. When's Danny's Poorly Drawn Arsenal coming?
Well, I'm not famous, and you harassed him on Twitter until he had you on. Mr. Poorly Drawn, whose name is Jacob. Hey!
Lovely name.
Says, drops his kid off at college and already needs glasses, a hat, and a pipe. Because it is the strain. Are you wearing compression socks and a nappy again?
Did I tell you about the compression socks?
No.
Because we've talked about the compression socks.
I have them on all the time, just up to my ankles to stop my fat feet swelling up.
It's my compression sock.
Oh, you have to wear them for the flight.
Yeah, and yes. Well, I'm supposed to wear them all the time, but I don't.
My ones I put on and double them over. Otherwise, my feet get huge and sore. Because that's one of the things when they give me my liquid when I qualify for it, it sorts out your circulation, so I will no longer be bloaty.
When I take and yes, I've been to the doctor. Don't worry, I'm not. I understand what it is and what it isn't. But like when I go out for the day and I take socks off, like my legs look like the sausages with the links where it's like fat and then it's thin and then it's fat and it's thin again.
Happens to the
you
best.
Don't your legs holding their form that much by the clothing that you're wearing. But once I lose weight, and it is coming. Once I lose weight, that issue will be gone, along with all of my other issues.
some of you people put stuff in the chat box on YouTube and it got blocked, and I had to go like, Mark, you've just done one, and Don, you've just done one. Can you try and get around the swear filters, people? Because now I'm not sure if they've shown up. So if I just approved one of your messages, can you all type it again, get around the swear filter, and then I will see, because some of them might have been good questions, and I don't want to take the chance of missing out. But answering to Joshua Page's question, Loki says, meat all night long, Josh. I'm not sure if that is your pizza or just generally. Don One says, meat lover. Again, I don't know if that is what he has got tattooed on some part of his body, or whether it's his advice to you for that. Crimson Pirate holds up a heart, because I called Crimson Pirate and John Nuts in our. I'm talking to them just on Twitch. No one else can see this, just those two. And like Crimson Pirate has just put cunt dick balls, because you can put whatever you want on Twitch because nobody cares. Question from Callum. We'll I don't believe anything you ever say. Don One says pepperoni, mushroom, onions, and black olives. The last two things, and I just put them in the bin. Russ Morgan, lads, hope you're doing well.
No, olives can go.
They can. I've never tried one. I don't
Can
need
they
to. I'm never
themselves?
going to. Russ Morgan says hello. Sai says simple margarita with basil is good enough. You don't.
Now, is basil, Danny? Is basil in the same category as rocket, where it's green stuff on your pizza that you don't want, or is it more discreet?
Nothing green on a pizza apart from jalapenos. Because you tell me what the difference is between going out in the garden, grabbing a handful of your lawn and sprinkling it on your pizza, and then all that basil and turmeric.
I'm a fan of oregano. I don't always add it to pizza, but I don't mind it if it's there. Basil, not so much. But oregano definitely belongs on a pizza. It's not dirt.
Crimson says, do you like the new Saliba song?
I couldn't hear it because we watched yesterday. I watched from with my son's future sociology professor, who happens to be a gooner, who happens to follow us on Twitter, and we watched at a restaurant where they just would not turn down the music. They had all sorts of televisions with sports on, but they would not turn down the music. So we watched it muted on the one channel that was in HD, which was a Spanish channel. Had to take off the annoying subtitles or closed captioning because we were lucky enough to have sight and not want Spanish all over the screen. So we couldn't.
Voila!
So I did not hear the chants. I did not hear the away fans, who apparently were absolutely brilliant yesterday. But there are a number of folks who came up with that idea kind of at various times well before yesterday, and I'm just glad to see that it finally took hold. And I'm excited to sing that next week.
Because you will be there. Some answers to why you would stop supporting the Arsenal. Josh Page says Super League. Don One says Jose Mourinho as manager. Josh also says Rooney is ruining that club. I don't care. Portland Timbers. That's the only team I care about. Sai says, I'm not sure if it's available everywhere, but here in the US, Chipotle chicken pizza is good. Is it?
As in you get it at Chipotle? Or as in it's called Chipotle chicken at a pizza place?
I don't know. Here's a question. Will Balogun win Golden Boot in France because he scored his third goal in 3 games? I'm not sure what the result was.
Is 38 goals enough to win the Golden Boot in a league with Mbappe? Because he'll get one every game. That we know. We base it off of that. And then it becomes, can Mbappe get more than 38? Can Neymar or Messi or Guendouzi get more than 38 goals? And I think the only one that has the shot is Guendouzi, because apparently he's really, really good. And
well, tonight, PSG beat Lille 7-1. Neymar got 2 goals, 3 assists. Mbappe got a 9.9, 3 goals and hit the crossbar. Messi got 1 goal, 1 assist. Hakimi got 1 goal, 1 assist. That league is dead on its arse.
The game that I went to with Jake last season, was the first time that the 3 of them, Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe, had all scored in the same one in the same game. It was against Lorient, Chris's team, and the answer mark is come over and find out, baby. But it was the first time. I mean, it was ridiculous. Mbappe scored once. No, he scored twice. Yeah, he scored twice and had 3 assists. Like, he had a part of every single goal. Messi scored 1 and Neymar scored 2 as well. It was, or if you're fat, Mark, you wear compression socks on. Although I should wear them on my upcoming plane ride.
Have you tried wearing one on your head? Make you a skinny head.
That sounds like a great idea for the Sunday roast. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, he's got pants on. Ruined. The illusion is shattered. Loki says, please help, chaps. I keep thinking of ladies' boobies and what can I do with them? Just imagine them being hairy, like me or Mike in the bath. That will sort all of your problems out. There is Crimson Pirate swearing away like the dirty pirate that he is on Twitch.
Who asked if I wear them on my head?
No, I did.
Oh, well, in that case, this is for you.
Oh. Man
dies. I feel like
dies
what's his
live
name? What's the guy's name? The stupid fucking Howie Mandel.
It's an American thing.
Some
people on the internet. This is not the first time they've seen. Oh, dear.
Hold on.
People seem to like black olives. Ryan is there, right? Ryan, howdy doody. Mars Gunner supporting the Arsenal, nuclear war, and the new ice age. That's a good answer.
Now, how can you be Mars Gunner if I'm doing this right now?
The Mars Gunner. What are you wearing that makes you masked? Sai says that pizza is available in Domino's. Oh, a little bit of advertising there, subliminal, like a blip vert for the fans of Max Headroom. Mark Backridden says you don't get a golden boot in the Farmers League, get a golden chicken. Ryan says there are rumours going, but saying Brendan Rodgers has left Leicester. Only a matter of time. Paul Nell, not Neil, is there.
Wait, did he really leave Leicester?
Ryan is usually on top of these sort of things, and Ryan says there's a rumour that he has. Loki says, I got an assist for PSG game, and I only watched for 2 minutes. That's not a bad ratio. Mark says, I'll wait until Friday the 2nd. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I will not be dressed like this on Friday the 2nd. All right, everyone, this is the Sunday Roast. Please give us your questions. Talk about your week. Let us know if you've seen anything unusual or out of the ordinary. Just put it in the chat. Please remember to join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Sunday Roast.
Yes,
and, tell your friends about this analytical Arsenal podcast that you watch every Sunday night.
Yes, we have 362 levels on our Patreon, none of which you get anything for. That's a first. Most only have 2 or 3. How's your the Gooners pod? How's the Patreon gone on there? Anyone taking up the £10,000 level one yet?
Yeah, we've got between 50 and 100 people at the 10 grand a month one. Only 3 people have purchased the $99,000 a month one. So yeah, it's a bit slow, but it'll pay for a couple more trips over. All right, I'm taking this fucking thing off. Oh.
Mark says, so Jake's left home and Mike's wearing Steph stockings now. Well, these things happen. Ryan says it's only a rumor. Sort your hair out, son.
I think that's the only thing that right now that might be able to save them from relegation. So,
Divian is here. Says, what bank is Mike off to loot? It's the Bank of Rooney to try and get him out of that bloody club.
I have. If speaking of robbing a bank, you could get as much money as someone who robbed the bank if you simply took all of the money that you have, go to your nearest. What's the name of any Edward? What's the name of like a bank shop, a punting shop, or
a punting shop?
Punting
bookies.
That's where I tried. I bit off more than I could chew about trying to be English.
You mean the bookies?
Yeah, like where's a bookie punting shop? Come on,
Ladbrokes.
Yeah, go to any Ladbrokes punting shop.
Fuck me.
And put the money on Wayne Rooney getting a DUI, a drink driving citation between now and the end of 2023. I'd like to know what the odds are on that, because it is going to happen. He's on his own. He's clearly enjoying the food and the drink, and he's on a bender, and it will happen. It will happen, because they're pretty aggressive about stopping that shit around here. So he will get nicked. He will end up in the bin, in the can, in the lockup, and we will all waltz out of that punting shop together, hand in hand, as millionaires.
I'll take you to the punting shop. I'll give you a lollipop. So if anyone wants to advertise, if there's any of you punting shops people, then you do let us know.
There's no such thing as a punting shop.
Yeah, there is in Cambridge,
It's
where you go punting.
You go to punt.
You get in their canoe
What
things
does
on the river.
Punt mean?
Punt. It means to have a punt, have a go at something. I'll have a punt on that for a £5. Or it is when those boats that go up and down the River Cam, I think it's the Cam in Cambridge, which isn't short for Cambridge, and they have those big things like the gondolas in Italy. That's called punting.
So all right, well, yes, that I know, but like if you want candy, you go to a candy shop. If you want to have a punt, you go to a.
You don't go to a candy shop. You go to a sweet shop. Don't know why you invented the word fucking candy when the word sweet already existed. We're not going to go down that windy road.
I'm googling punting shop. Excuse me.
Cunting shop, fucking hell.
That
would be an interest. There is a huge queue to get out of that place, and no one's ever in there for more than 3 minutes.
See, I knew doing the show would make me feel better. I was not happy when we went into the show, and now. Right,
Jacob says, in quotes, speaking of robbing a bank is a wild way to start a sentence. Oh, Crimson also.
I've got a special set of skills and experiences. That's all I can
You've
say.
got a certain set, not a special set.
Oh, certain set.
Crimson says, when is Valheim 2 coming out? I think they'll be doing more stuff for Valheim before they bring out number 2. I miss those little
what
pens.
Is Valheim number 1?
It's a PC game, an indie game. It's about Vikings building your own stuff. I could never get past the swamp. I got too scared to go past the swamp, and I had all the big axes and things. Callum says he thought us guys were solving issues. Well, yeah, we will do, as long as they're proper ones, not made up ones. Don says a betting shop. Argos had small pens as well, says Nick.
Look, 10 years from now, by the time Sean and Jake are doing the Sunday roast, 10th anniversary,
because we're dead, we're on the run for bank robbery.
In our honor, yeah, it will be normal parlance to say punting shop. Okay, we're going to the punting shop, and we're going to the punting shop, and we're gonna get rich. See, we sing. All right, punting shop is not coming up with a lot of things on Google.
No. Yes. So anybody got any actual questions? Well, they haven't got any questions. I will tell you a little story. I sold one of my mum's old Samsung mobile phones, a tiny little thing, barely had buttons, barely did anything. Sold it to this stupid woman on eBay. I checked her feedback after I sold it to her. I only sold it for her for £27.50, including postage. She's obviously simple. And then
you don't have any reservations. It's buyer beware for you. You don't worry that like maybe you've taken advantage of someone.
No, she's a fucking moron. And I checked her feedback after, and she constantly leaves people negative feedback. And so she got the phone, and then she messaged me, well, I want to send this phone back, it's broken. I said, how was it broken? She said, I spent all day talking to O2 on the phone, and they said the phone is broken. I said, how? Each time it's backwards and forwards a message. I said, how is the phone broken? She sent me a picture of it. A picture looked like it had been taken from something off the Ark, and it said, SIM card required. No, memory card required. And she said, my SIM card isn't working in your phone. I said, SIM card? That says memory card. She said, yeah, but the people at O2 told me this phone doesn't need a memory card. I don't know what a memory card is. Meanwhile, she's flapping and going mental. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I only woke up for a wee and I'm trying to sort all this problem out. And it turns out that she had no idea what a memory card was. The people at O2 were fucking useless. So I sent her a picture of the same phone. I said, little black thing at the side, push it in on your old phone. The memory card will pop out, put that in your new phone, and then it'll work. She got back to me 10 minutes later and went, oh, thank you very much. It's working now. I spent 3 days, 3 fucking days trying to figure that out. These people shouldn't be allowed fucking phones. That wound me up. I have no time. Like, I'm selling a Pokemon card for £7.95. The next cheapest on eBay is £12.95. The fucktard sent me an offer of £4. I said, why would you send me an offer of £4 when the next one up is £12.95? Why would you do that? So I went and changed the price of my one from $7.95 to $11.95. Fuck them. There, fuck them. Fuck them in the eye. I haven't got time for these retards. Well, you can't say retard unless they actually were. Then you're allowed to. Who knew? So, absolute dipshits.
It's still not necessary, though. Just to point out, to say that. I mean,
well, if I was, I'd want people to point it out just so I never forget. So there you go. I've been selling cups, Mike. I sold one to the vicar, and I had a look in my kitchen because
that's not a cup. That's a proper mug.
That's a full size mug. Before COVID, would you believe most Fridays I'd have Sean here, a couple of Sean's mates. That's 3. I'd have 2 people that I don't talk to anymore. 5. Frank and Sharon. That's 7. I'd have Anna and Ren. That's 9. And me. I regularly have 10, 11, 12 people around my house every Friday. And then COVID turns up. It's all Wu flu because it's from Wuhan and it's a flu. Now nobody comes around anymore. I don't hear from them anymore because everyone is now staying in and entertaining themselves. So before Wu flu, I bought 14 new cups because I needed new cups. They never got used, Mike. 2 of them have still got the stickers on. So they're all on my Facebook. £14. £15 for 14 Wilkinson's cups. You know you've reached rock bottom when you're selling your cups because no one needs them.
Yeah, I mean, I came over. Considering how much I normally drink, I did not drink. Well, I did have a glass of wine at dinner. But that was only because Sean duped me into thinking that she was getting one too.
I see. So I'm going to share with you pictures of the cups that I am selling because that's the kind of guy I am. Huh? Cups. Should have put that in a hashtag. I've got these cups because I don't know if you've noticed, Mike. And
cups. Every single one of those has a handle, thus is a mug.
I don't give a fuck. There's a common thing the human race have started to do. They will give each other cups. One human being needs one fucking cup for your entire fucking life unless you break it. There, in that picture, people at home and on the bus and in the toilet and having a poo, is 3, 6, 9. There's 10 fucking cups there. Nobody needs 10 fucking cups. Then I've got these cups.
That should be one of those CAPTCHA things that when you're trying to get to the next web page and like click on every square with a cup and it's every fucking square.
These bastards. These are beautiful. 4 more cups I'm never going to use. Here's all the Wilkinson's cups. Look at that lovely tiling. 14 more fucking cups here. So that's 10 and 4. That's 17 cups. And now I've got 4 on top of my cooker. To the left of this is my cooker with a cup holder on it.
If I had that many cups and lived alone, I would never use the toilet.
Fucking cups, Mike. I fucking hate them. And we threw out another 2. Sean took 2 back with her and we gave 2 to her mum. And there's another 5 in the top of the cupboard that are like Christmas cups and Easter cups. Stop giving cups, people. We don't need them. Or mugs for people who think that if it's got a handle, it's a fucking mug.
Hashtag no more mugs.
No more mugs. Hashtag mugs have feelings too.
This
is the mug I use all the time.
Mugs out.
It's got coffee in it at the moment.
Yeah, people will see you like, oh, he has like this favorite mug that he has, or this favorite drink that he drinks, or something like that, and they'll be like, oh, I got a good idea. I'll get him something that I know isn't his favorite.
I kept one other mug. Jeff in Canada when he came over had a picture of himself printed on him. Did I show you it when you were here? I've kept that because it's special.
No, I don't think you did.
Because of all the people who've ever come to see me, Jeff's my favourite. You're second, and Jennifer's going to come and see me.
Really?
And she is. She said she's going to come over, and hopefully I'm back on the antibiotics, people. My right leg swelled up again, didn't it? I rang the doctors the next day.
I thought you said Autobayor.
I'm back on the antibiotics.
Autobayor some ticks.
Hey,
I'm like, what is that?
I'm telling my story of woo, and woe, a woe, woo, a woo, woe, and back to the woo
Whoa.
flu. And so I rang the doctors up the next day, got through to them within 30 seconds, spoke to the doctor, and then they stuck me back on the antibiotics, and within a day it had gone back to normal. It was fucking close. So hopefully, yeah, my leg's it's okay now. But I forgot. I rang them up and said to them, my legs come up again, but then I found in my drawer, 8 more antibiotic tablets. That's 3 days worth. So the last lot I'd forgot. I thought I'd run out of them. I hadn't. I just forgot to take 3 days, which is why it came back. Antibiotics and cups. You ain't getting this on
You know who could use all those mugs? Like, they're perfect for holding like pens and pencils and stuff. You know who really needs those?
Fuck me, we've got questions. Who does need prisoners? The blind.
Shops. The punting shops need those cups.
When you come over, Mike, you know eventually when your wife leaves you and your daughter moves out, you're going to come over here and live with me. You don't have to bring the Mustang. And then
is my daughter moving back in? I thought she moved out years ago.
When she finishes uni and then she refuses to come back home because that's what the fucking little bastards fucking do. They leave you to fucking die. So, yeah, you can come over here and we can open up a punting shop and a cunting shop next door to each other.
It'll be the same place. We'll just have 2 little like blankets. One says punting shop, one says,
Or we'll have like in the Wild West, we'll have those flappy doors.
The saloon doors. The flappy doors.
That's it. We'll have a set of those.
That's what they're called.
Punting this way. We'll have cunting this way, and on the other side,
called?
it'll say punting this way. That's what it'll do. And we got some actual proper decent things in there. Here we go. We've got some questions. Simple. Hi. Pete Coulson is there. Hello, Pete. Sorry, I've been talking about mugs. And where else have we? Crimson Pirate says, people on the internet are always fucking simple. They are fucking muppets. Div Yun has a question. My mouse scrolling wheel is acting up. What are better on a controller than on a KBM? What games are better on a controller than on a KBM?
You're the gamer. I don't even know what a KBM is.
What games are better on a controller?
Kevin Bemoyne.
Oh, keyboard and mouse.
Oh, Kevin Bemoyne.
As we all know, I have Tommy Cooper problems where I can't go much further than that. So I struggle using a keyboard. So I would say I'd prefer to play all games on that. But I just downloaded and played 2 Point Campus. That's on a keyboard and mouse. So other than that, I don't really know. Valheim, that's keyboard and mouse. But a scrolling wheel is acting up. That is some serious shit.
The only game I know about is FIFA and fucking what's the other one? Fortnite. So
Fortnite. Nick's been playing Fortnite. Talking of people, there he is. Go to Nick Fights on Twitch and watch our very own Nick getting slaughtered by 7-year-olds who then all tell him that he's fucked their mum, because that's what they do. Sebi has said, do you guys think Kieran Trippier's red card should have been downgraded to yellow after a VAR check would never have happened to Xhaka? I didn't see it. I was watching the game until it was 2-1. I went in the kitchen for Cupgate to sort out the cups, and it was 3-3 when I come back.
I did not see it. I was on my way to my mom's, who Nick Fights has not fucked. No, the 7-year-olds that you play on Fortnite all say they've shagged your mum. Oh, they say that. Okay.
Yes, not Nick.
Even
Nick
though
is
they
a
don't
lover,
have fully
not a
formed
fighter.
peni at that point.
Oh, they haven't got fully formed fucking anything, including their brains. So I didn't see it either. Don says, I'll ship Sean and Jake. We must unite them, unite the houses of Danny and Mike. Well,
I wonder if he actually thinks that her name is spelled Sharn like that.
Phonetically, it is. We'll let him away with that. She's thinking of moving from the bottom right-hand corner of Derbyshire back into Nottingham because she is spending an absolute fortune on, even though her car's only a 1 litre turbo petrol, a Golf, a very nice Golf that she never fucking cleans. So there you go. Nick Fights, I did that because I only had £4. Did what? What did he do?
He let a 7-year-old fuck his mom, apparently.
Oh, I don't know. What have you done, Nick, for £4? I do hope you've not fucking given it to us because we are eternally ungrateful. Oh, here we go. I'm going to have to read out these comments before I approve them.
You could have turned £4 into like at least 12 or 15 quid.
We have a message on YouTube from Sebi, Cunting Shop. We'll show that. Sires, how can you fuck someone in the eye? We don't know. Show that. Because these could be. Oh, I've only got it on top.
If they have one of those removable eyeball things.
Now that's possible. Loki says betting shops are pissy, smelly people. That's entirely correct. I don't do any betting because when was the last time you saw someone from a punting shop having to sell their house to pay off the debts they've got? Never. Danny's Law.
It is much. It is. I don't know. I've never. I mean, they just don't have them here. At most, for 90% of my life, in order to gamble legally in America, you would have to go to Las Vegas, or on sports. If you were gonna do like cards or roulette or something, you could go to New Jersey, at Atlantic City. But beyond that, so it isn't like we're accustomed to having what I like to call punting shops left and right, all up and down Holloway Road and every other street. It just seems like second to only a strip club as far as just a place where you should feel incredible shame the moment you enter until the moment you leave. Doesn't stop you from going necessarily, but you just feel dirty and shameful. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a real. Are there like upscale ones where normal people go, or is it all just like down on their luck, putting their last $4 down type of people? I really haven't gone into that many punting shops over in London, so I'm going to keep saying this until it becomes actual like Queen's English.
Procrastinating Womble says my kitten has fleas and every solution is an insecticide or some type of. Are any natural solutions out there? Absolutely none. Go and get a knit comb, which you use for children when they've got nits, if you've got kids and they've got nits, when they go to secondary school, they disappear. We used to knit Sean's hair, my mum and her mum would, a couple of times a week, and there's always this dirty, rancid child at the school. And then when they went to secondary school, because Sean's got a brain, she was in different classes from this girl, but always had knits. So yeah, get that and then comb your cat.
Comb. Oh,
yeah. Oh. Comb your. In fact, I've got one here.
You have that white cream that you have to like run through the hair.
This people.
We had a whole episode about lice, I think, a couple months ago.
There you go, knit comb. That's the one my mum uses. And then you brush the cat with the fur, not against the fur. Then you get them on there, and then you get your thumb and you squish them. Make sure you have an antibacterial wipe. Or if you don't want to squish them, get this, hold it in some water, a pint glass of water or a bucket of water, and then clean it off. Actually, do that. Clean it off in the water. And if you do that to your cat, you'll notice the fleas will get smaller and smaller because you're getting from the mature adults down to the children.
3 words.
But natural ones, fuck all. What?
3 words.
Fire and magnets.
Shave that cat. And I almost
said
your pussy. I almost said.
Grab the pussy.
I shave.
Grab the pussy. Yes, so that's how you get around it, because
that's what I did. I had lice coming out of my beard, out of my head. I look like Medusa.
That's not a good look for a man.
With and people who looked at me got hard or turned into stone. One of the two.
Understandable.
And it was depressing, so I just shaved, and now there's no more problems.
Well, that sounds tickety-boo to me. So, yeah, that's the answer. There is... Oh, fuck. When I drink coffee, I get hiccups. There is nothing you can do about fleas on cats. Even if you spend the £23 a month... I've got 4 of the bastards. £23 a month stuff, you'll never get rid of them. One of my cats, I put a flea collar on Dora. She's now got a patch underneath here with no fur on it. And she's 11 now and it didn't grow back because the chemicals are rancid.
Do our beards end at the same place?
Yeah, just above me, bottom of my t-shirt, top of my t-shirt. No, wait, nearly a nip slip there. What if there's young ladies looking?
I gotta go a lot further. I gotta go a lot further than that for a nip slip.
Divian says, punting shop equals Randy Orton. If you are a legend and want to end your career in a violent fashion, come to Randy's punting shop. Yeah. He'll punt you. Right in the goalies.
There was like a 2-year period of his career where he just like laid back and just kicked people in the head. And the thing that I never quite realized is, like, if you really wanted to win a wrestling match where the rules are as they're supposed to be, anytime your opponent would be even remotely stunned and vulnerable, wouldn't you just kick them in the head as hard as you can, considering that that's legal? Like what are they doing all these fancy, like, jumping off the top rope and twisting around 4 times and then having minimal contact that hurts you almost as much as it hurts them? Why don't you just kick them in the head? I guarantee you, after a couple of those, you could just pin the person, and instead it's just one person's finishing move. like no one else has figured it out that I could just kick this person in the head, and then when they're hurt, kick them in the head 5 more times, and then just lay on top of them for 3 seconds. So I'm starting to think professional wrestling might be fake.
How dare you, sir? I've been besmirched by the one Don Juan. He says those cups look dirty. They have all been sat in a cupboard for, I mean,
Don
21st birthday.
His screen, baby,
Yeah,
and slow his
21st
roll.
birthday was Sean's, and that's 3 years old. 60th, that was probably my 50th. The one with the skull has never been fucking used because it's horrible. These cups are clean, but although they've been in the cupboard. And these one, oh, there he goes, dusty. These were all in the cupboard. They've never seen daylight until I took them all out, and so they've been in the cupboard for 3 years. So, oh yeah, that black one does look dirty. All right, Don, I'll let you away with that. You oh, look who's turned up. The professor is in the house. Professor,
put the last picture back up with the multicolored cups with the stickers on them. You see what the sticker says? Take Don's comment off.
Certainly, sir. Oh.
I'm gonna need one of those stickers. They say hand finish, and I think
is that the punting shop or the cunting shop would have sell these?
The cunting shop would sell those, and those are called penis stickers. You put those on your penis.
You're a dirty boy.
You put those on your penis once you finish with it, and then everyone knows.
Divion has it. 1 mug for every day of the year. Annual mug cup washing, and you are done. Oh no, we're talking not dirt, filth, and bloody Ruth Beck here. Evening, chaps. Sorry, I'm late. Ruth followed me on Twitter the other day, so I followed her back. Toot sweet.
I'm thankful you're late because
thankfully
we can have a regular podcast.
Yes. Ryan says, never thought I'd see a rant about mugs on here. That is gonna go as a separate bit on our channel. Fuck mugs and cups.
The thing is, he didn't think he'd see a rant about mugs, but he was perfectly understanding and expecting to see me wearing compression stockings over my head about 20 minutes ago, and looking like a robber of a punting shop.
Oh, Loki says, got a question. Since his Staffy died 4 years ago, I have not had another pet, new dog or rescue mutt. Now, I was asked this question the other day because Bergie and Lily, brother and sister, they are both 12, and Lily's daughters, Betty and Dora, are both 11. I know Lily's a strumpet, so was up the duff at 9 months old. Disgusting. She got out and got rogered. Disgusting. And they said, if when they die, am I going to get more cats? Now, there's nobody here to look after kittens because kittens are a pain in the fucking arse. All they do is sleep, shit, puke, and escape. And I can't deal with any of that lot. And there's no one here to do it. So rescue cats is what I will have. When my ones start croaking, I will be getting some rescue cats. So have you ever had a dog?
I did. When my dad was married to his second wife, we had a dog for about 2.5 years. And
dare I ask?
What the name was?
What happened to it? Dog? Where'd it go? Dogs live longer than 2.5 years. Even I know that.
I was told. Well, it wasn't I don't think it was a puppy when we first had. I don't know the story behind it, but I mean, it was. We were given the bullshit about how it had to go to like its aunt or some shit like that. I mean, I wasn't like 7 years old. I was probably 12, 13. It was like right before London, I think. So I don't know. Maybe it did die. I'll have to ask my sister. I never even paid attention. We had cats that lived 14, 15 years in that marriage of his. I didn't know them for all 14, but they were already like 12 or 13 when they came into our lives. And then And then the dog was only around for a couple of years. Maybe the dog and the cats just didn't get along, and that was the issue. So maybe the dog did just actually have to go without physically dying. But
so what should Loki do? New dog or adopt? I say adopt, but be picky.
Well, I mean, it's all about rescuing, not breeding these days, right?
Yes. Unless you go to the cunting shop. Many dogs as you want. Oh, before you bring up your next point, Nick says, I'm buying Danny a mug for his birthday next month. Mike, is it only you and me watching? I've got a confession. If you look at this picture here, what do you see down the bottom left-hand corner? What does that look like? The white mug. It's only you and me here. What does it look like?
The white mug on the bottom right?
Bottom left, you fucking idiot.
Bottom left. That looks like the picture on it on the left?
Yeah.
Looks like a pig.
How dare you, sir? That's me. That is a mug that Nick, don't tell him. Nick sent me a mug for my birthday, and it's got that on that side, and it's got a Birdcat Wonderland on the other side. And I was debating whether I should.
It looks like a pig. At least I didn't think the one above that one was you.
Shut your face. So that is in the box that I've not decided what I'm doing with yet. These are the ones that are sat in the cupboard. Sean might be taking the S. We might give the skull to little Max or no, is it Max or George? Max, my nephew. And Sean's mum likes the love one, but we wouldn't let her have it. So these ones are at death's door. They might be going in the bin.
We could put like the other set of like 17 mugs up for, Danny's mugs on Gooners versus Cancer and see if anyone if it gets donations. Don't
tell Nick. He was the only one from ABW. Got me a card last year, and it had a fucking mug in it as well because he's a nice bloke. You were going to say something before I started wobbling on about what the people were talking about.
Well, if Ruth is still here, I just wanted to make sure to play this. This is a callback to me dropping my son off at uni this weekend, but she gets a shout out in this video here. But this is a tour of my son's dorm room where he shall be living for the next year, which is just guttingly not inside of my house. But
is it anywhere near a punting shop or punting shop?
It's definitely near a punting shop. He's got he might turn his room into the other one, but let's take a little tour here, see what we got.
Go on then.
Welcome to my home.
My
mom's here.
You got a girl in the room.
Oh, no.
Hello, Treacle.
It's a bit old for you.
Settle.
As soon as we get these framed, we will be hanging these. Thank you, Ruth.
Lovely. Unmute yourself, you fool.
Nice view.
I'm not trying to talk over this video.
Whatever.
James Madison, not the one who plays for Leicester. Not the one who plays for Leicester. Jake, 2 years ago. Jake, 6 months ago. Golden blue collar. The refrigerator that most people in England have.
Am I set up?
Yeah. So this is where you live now?
Yeah, time to go.
I'm staying here at least 2 nights a week. Blowing up a bed, I'm staying on the floor.
No.
How does your wife put up with you?
I just stay in this room all day.
Do you often think that if you never met her, you'd have died a virgin? Because she obviously she took pity on you.
Well, I would have had to have gotten the re-virginification thing. You realize she isn't and wasn't my first.
Oh, shut up, man! You telling me you went to the cunting shop before you met your wife? Oh, actually, knowing you went to the punting shop. You fucking idiot! Oh, that's very sad.
Look, man, when you grow up looking like this, you get some, and then you settle down.
Yeah, you get tiny balls. That's what you get with that.
Oh, I got some pause. I got some serious. Did you erase all the pictures of young Mike?
No,
Or did
I think we did do, because you can only have 100 pictures on that thing.
I think
Ridiculous.
I did. What's this one here? Oh, that's me and Danny.
Has he been on yet?
He was on the Podathon.
He on this special?
Yeah, he was on the special.
27 hour.
Yeah,
I've not listened to that. I thought you were going to break all the hours down into individual shows.
Believe me, it is still on my list of things to do. This is a lot of things need to get done that haven't gotten done, but that is among the top of my list. I need to get that done before I leave, so that people don't have to watch through 27 hours in order to find that little clip that they want. But there's another mug. You know who that is, Danny, right?
That is Mr. Sebi.
That is.
Who was I thinking he looks like?
That is Sebastian, the Sebstational one.
He reminded me. Put that picture back up. He reminded me of somebody. Was it John Malkovich?
Yeah, there's a little John Malkovich in there.
Is he very tall or are you very short? I know the answer to this. I'm just rubbing it in.
He is tall. He's maybe 6 foot. Well, you're going way back in the chat now.
I know, I've missed them. Already up to some of these. Punting shot, already done that.
Punting shot.
The first picture. No. Loki says
any other questions that are not this one, because this is an easily answered question, and
we've got someone new. Oh, go on.
We've long said that I'm punching.
You are standing on something and punching. We've got Stan Armit, a new person on the Twitch.
Stan.
I'm going to go and have a look and see if they've just followed us, because that's what you do. We've had 2 new followers, Mike, on Twitch. We've got Stan Armit, who followed us 5 minutes ago, and SCXFF1 followed us. Hello, you beautiful people. He says, how's it going, lads? Good. It's going.
You are welcome here every Sunday night, except
yes.
I don't think I'll be on the next 2 or 3 episodes. We got to figure out what to do about that. Let's just figure it out live on air.
Well, who's
next Sunday night? Next Sunday night, I will be in Amsterdam, or at least en route to Amsterdam. And I don't know. Depending on how hungover I am from 2 or 3 straight days of parties, from the wedding of all weddings, and then the Fulham game of all Fulham games, and then we're on a train for 5 or 6 hours to Amsterdam, and I might be in around, I guess it would be 11 o'clock at night that night. So why don't we'll get a substitute guest, and I might pop in. But then the following Sunday, I'll be in Manchester, and there's just no way. There's no chance it's happening. But that might be the only one I actually have to miss, because the Sundays are the only one I might actually truly just not be able to do is the 4th of September. By September 11th, which is a date that will go down in infamy, I'll be in Portland, Oregon.
Woohoo! Timbers go.
The only problem there is it'll be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I might not be able to do that. But we'll see. We'll see. In the chat, should we ask people for their votes for a guest host, or do we not want to give that power to the roasties?
Oh, I don't know. Have a look in our private chat. I'll put a little message in there for you. Procrastinating Womble says, Danny, you need a hat to complete with Mike and maybe a monocle. I've got glasses. Glasses. Dr. Kawashima. Crimson Pride says, weed is the best cure for a hangover. If only it was legal. I wouldn't smoke it. I'd eat it. No. I'll be off my tits 24/7. Be rolling around on the floor like a badger in a punting shop.
Punting shop.
Possibly. So is it what out of the next which Sundays? Tell me again. Keep it simple. What Sundays do you think you're going to miss?
I could miss all of the next 3 Sundays, but I will most certainly be missing the middle one of those 3.
Right. I will have someone, because I've promised the ABWers that some of them can come on.
Who's substituted so far? Substituted for me, Chris and Sophie, right?
Yes, and I've had one sub, which was
You've had two. You had Owen once and Tom Rosen.
Yes, you're right. I did. Yes, because we have actual individual shimmy shammy malarkey thingamabobs. I've got a thing here, and I'm going to go and show people, and we can judge how happy they are with it. So we got this one, and we got this one, and we got this one, and that one. I'm going to upload these. Boo doo doo biddly doo boo. And the first one, I want people to give me a round of applause for Tom Rosenhammer. Bit quiet. How about for Owen? Quiet as well. The pirate.
I love the Owen. I mean, look, I like them both, but
no, nothing.
It's about who you're going to have the chemistry with. Not,
And for Soph.
Soph will be traveling as well, so it would surprise me if she was available in the same context. Because she might be.
Well, I might try somebody new then. I'll find somebody. I'll pull some strings.
How about Callum?
Did John do one? John did do one. We talked. Now, why?
Yeah, he did. John? Yeah, he did one. He did the one when I was at the winery.
So it's 3-2. You've missed 3, and I've only missed 2.
Oh, yeah. I guess that is the case.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I have a large selection of hats, Mr. Procrastinating Womble, because when I bought my beautiful, beautiful car, have I got a picture of my beautiful, beautiful car on here? Just so I can share it again. This is my favourite hat. That's my favourite hat that I've ever worn. This is my favourite hat that I've never worn.
Oh my God.
And this is Mike's favourite hat.
I bought a monocle. Originally, the monocle was the third part of the of the costume, but the chain broke and the thing never fit in my eye. Like I couldn't. I just couldn't get it to work. Yeah, you get on well with Stan.
Huh?
You have good. And Stan is. Stan will go places that a lot of people won't. I think in conversation. Good. So he might be a good candidate for the Sunday roast.
Is that Joel Geezer coming back? Jason only coming. The only time you'll see Jason is when he's broken into my house. He's standing behind me with a double-barrel shotgun, and that is the last time I'll ever podcast because he'll kill me. At least I admit 50%.
I wish you and Jason still got along. I really do.
49% of it was me. 51% was him, and I now have PTWSD, post-traumatic Welsh disorder. Can't talk about it. Loki says Aussie Dom. Aussie Dom's dead to me. Pete Colson says Carpenter out. Always agree with that. Lovely jubbly. Don One says Erin lad, Owen, or whatever his name is. We had him on once. Not try somebody new.
You should have Andy on.
I don't like him. Don't tell him though. I'm jealous of his good looks and his ability to save the lives of children. Tappy tappy. Paul Skimback.
By having him on, you would indirectly be killing 3 children.
That's
could otherwise have been saved by him.
Think of the children.
Think of the children.
Divian says it's almost 4 a.m. here. You guys be good. I'm out. Good night, Divian. Good night, India. I will be there one day, and I will come and see you. Just waiting for my cure, and I will be right there. I will come and stay for a while. Don One, I'm trying to pretend that I didn't see that. Danny and his daughter would be interesting. Now, that is doable. I want to see all of you with your hands in the air, because she's quite a young lady, and she's good looking, and I don't want anybody while I'm talking to her. She'd have to be in another room, though. Actually, she could be on the same one, couldn't she? Anyway, maybe one day.
I think that would be fantastic. Every time you guys have a video together, it's hilarious.
Jake and Sean could do a show. I mean, you did talk about it earlier, because sooner or later we're both going to die from heart attacks because we're grossly obese and unfit.
They're going to inherit. I'm pretty sure my daughter will waive her 25% share of the Gooners podcast and or not of the Gooners podcast, of the Sunday roast. and the entire 50% will then go to Jake, and Jake and Sean can figure it out from there.
Pete Coulson says Drew Peacock. I've heard of Drew Peacock. And Loki says Hans Jobben, another top quality podcaster.
Hugh, yes.
That's a great idea. Danny Henny's daughter. It'd just be me winding her up, being fucking horrible to her, because that's what I do, keeps her in line. Have you got any other topics? We will finish the show talking about your upcoming journey, but I could tell you about...
You said you had a list. Have we covered everything?
I've got my friend who works at a supermarket. This will take 3 minutes if you want.
We've got mugs. We've got punting shops.
Done.
We've got...
sold a mug to a vicar.
So let's go grocery store.
And we've done George's shop, and we've done cups. It's a friend of mine works at
you can have Amanda on. Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Well, yes, that I often ring up and ask for that. Kevin
I can assure you.
Fuck it. Both pressed it at the same time.
Kevin, love Kevin. He ain't doing no Sunday roast anytime soon.
He ain't sullying. Now he's made it to the higher echelons of commentating. He's not sullying his good name on this cunting shop show.
He's a friend and a co-podcaster and a lovely guy.
Lovely man.
He's generous with his time, but there is a level that he will not sink to, and he, as opposed to most people, is a smart guy. So yeah,
he's a very smart man. Bloody hell! Crimson Pirate has subscribed. They subscribed for 2 months. Crimson Pirate's given us actual hard-earned fucking money. Well, bless. Where is he? Where is he on here? There we go. Crimson Pirate, thank you very much. It's not even, if any of you have got Amazon Prime, you can give us £1.99 a month, that just taking it out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. He doesn't need it. But how much closer to Mars will you get with £1.50, about £1.25's worth of jet fuel? Nowhere. Fuck all difference. Give it to us. If you want to know how to do it, you let me know and I'll guide you through it. Lee Judges, I'm not sure this is the kind of format that would show his expertise.
He might be good at it, but he's on holiday for the next 2 weeks after leaving in a couple days. He's basically going to be gone the entirety of the time I'm over, which is
convenient,
rude, crude, and socially unacceptable.
Anyway, Crimson Pirate, he's just why isn't it coming up on here with his he's made a comment. I'll save it for, I can't see it. Anyway, it might pop up in a minute.
Hey Don, I've already done that on the Gooners podcast. So if you want to see that, it's an hour and 22 minutes of fun. So yeah, just go to the Gooners podcast and search for it if you haven't seen it already. Although Danny doing it would also be fun.
I just call him a cunt the entire time and then not tell him what's he going to do. That's very strange, Crimson. I think StreamYard has blocked your original message with a amazing couple of cunts, which is a shame. But this one has come up. So there you go. Sorry about that. You're the first one to get a comment from Twitch banned, not allowed. Yes, so a friend of mine works for a German supermarket in the UK up north, naming no names. And my friend was working in a shop and about 7, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids came in with balaclavas on and then went around smashing bits up in the shop, eating food, throwing it at each other, terrorizing the customers. And when my friend said to them, get out, they told my friend to go fuck themselves. And they did this for about 20 minutes, wrecking the shop. You know, like you see in LA, all these juveniles coming in and stealing. That's what they were doing.
They went wilding.
They went absolutely wilding. Then this person called the police. The police didn't give a fuck. There was an off-duty policeman in the store. He couldn't even do anything. So then they all fucked off eventually. Then they come back the next day and without even the ski mask on or whatever it was, and they did it again, throwing stuff, tipping out bags of things, throwing food, intimidating the customers. This is what's happening. It looked just like that. And they didn't give a shit. And there is nothing you can do about it, people. Because if my friend or any of the people who work with my friend would have hit these little bastards like when we were a kid. If you'd have gone down to the co-op and done this, you'd have been punched in the face and dragged out the back. And this is the state of the country. Screenboy says not all juveniles are thugs. They're not, but all thugs are juveniles. That's not even true, but it sounds good. And there's nothing you can do.
Did the balaclava have like the whole, like the receptacle tip on the end of it?
I don't know, and I don't know if it smelt of feet either.
Receptacle tip. Oh, I just look up on my screen. There's my buddy Gabby.
Don't talk to me about him.
He's wearing a sport coat. That's pretty sporty for him. He's normally just in a sweatshirt.
In his pajamas. Crimson Pirate says, it's for clout online and clicks and likes. Very sad world. So my friend said to him, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, it's laugh, innit? No, it's not a laugh. And you can't do anything about it. The police aren't interested. Have you seen the videos in LA where as long as it's no more than $1,000, people can go in there and they can stuff bags full of whatever they want and they just walk out and there's nothing could be done about it? What kind of world is this? What's going on? Lawlessness.
Stop
Mad
the world.
Max.
I want to get off.
Beyond Thunderdome.
Is that a book or a movie? Stop the world. I want to get off.
Possibly.
It's,
bring back the fucking dinosaurs.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, Sebi says it's
a musical.
It's happening all over New York City. I've not seen it there. Don says today's kids are little toe rags. Oh, Mr. Ziegler is here. What else comes with kids these days? Starter kit, an iPhone, and big thumbs.
Kids these days
a hoodie.
Put pineapple on pizza.
I'd eat that.
Well, we can't continue this show if that's really how you feel.
Oh dear!
This has been the final episode. Should have David Ziegler be your co-host next week.
I think I've got plans for one. I've got 13 in my group. They start getting a little bit antsy if I don't get them in. So I'll find somebody. I'll have a backup ready and waiting.
You do it. And,
so we've been going an hour and 21 minutes. So you've got 2.5 minutes to plug whatever you want, and then I'm closing the show. What a wanker! What a wanker!
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Have as long as you want, sweetheart. As long as you want.
You cheeky monkey. No, I don't need to plug anything at this point. I just want people to join me and have a good time. If you're in London, I shall be as well. First of all, I'm going to be doing the All or Nothing, Tom Canton's wedding. It's going to be a live 8-hour. We're doing all 8 hours in a row, starting Friday afternoon and ending late Friday night when my phone runs out of battery.
Will you be drunk?
I am going to try not to be.
Oh, shit.
Partly because I don't want to ruin the most important day of Tom's life, and partly because I plan and hope to have traveled on Sunday morning or on Saturday morning the next day. The wedding's on Friday, thankfully. Saturday morning, I hope to get from Royal Tunbridge Wells to the Tollington, stopping at a new hotel to check into by 12:30 p.m. Or 1 p.m. For the 5:30 p.m. kickoff. So, I'm not the greatest at drinking heavily 2 nights in a row, 2 days in a row. So I'm going to try to take it easy and maintain friendships. But I will be taking upskirt video and all kinds of different live shots from Tom's wedding. Then the Fulham game. Then I'm off for a few days that I promised Steph in Amsterdam. We come back for the Villa game. And then Friday, the 2nd of September, in Ridley Road Social Club in Dalston, Hackney, E8, London, with no trains. Yeah, that's starting to concern me. I kept seeing the train strike stuff and thinking, oh, well, it'll be resolved by the time I get there. And now I leave like a day after tomorrow. But E8, join us Friday, the 2nd of September. GVC Live, Gooners versus Cancer Live, with FK, Sophie on her birthday, Tom Canton, and Harry Simeow. It's going to be fundraising. Ruth Beck will be there with her amazing artwork, and we're even going to be giving away one of only 5.
How many?
5, Cinco,
Cinco de Mayo.
framed prints of. Oh, I should have uploaded it here. I have it on the other podcast, but
Oh, he's here. I've left it there. We've got it.
oh, you've got it.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Thought you might mention it.
Are you amazing or are you amazing? Where is it? Ah, look at that. 5. There's 5 of these signed by Ruth. Highbury
Wonderful.
Days with tons of little Easter eggs in that picture. The closer you look at it, the more you see, the more you enjoy, the more memories it'll bring back. This is a joint venture between her and Gav. She wore, you'll see it as a jigsaw puzzle on the She Wore
He's
shop.
Chopsy.
But the original,
He's a geezer.
Yep, he knows his Highbury stuff. And if you don't live near Highbury, you're not a proper
Dead to him. You're not a proper fan. You can get fucked.
unless you have a podcast, in which case, no, I'm just kidding around.
You won't
But
be
yeah,
listening.
one of 5 of these is going to go home with somebody that night. So in order to have a chance to win this stuff, all you got to do is get a £5 ticket at gvclive.com, and you have a chance to win a Legend signed kit signed by Alan Smith or Lee Dixon or Kevin Campbell or Perry Groves, whoever you want of those 4. And you have a chance to win one of these, and you can buy your own Ruth Beck art. You can make other donations. You can have fun, and we're going to be doing a live podcast, and there's going to be drink there, and it's going to be fantastic. So please go to GVC Live. Don't wait until the end to get your tickets. Just do it now. Get off your ass and do it. So all these people think I'm some sort of a curse. I have lost all of one game.
All right, Jonah.
One Arsenal game at the Emirates out of 21 that I've been to. Now, yes, it was the most recent one. No, it wasn't the most recent one even. So get off of this I'm a curse thing. I am a blessing. I'm a blessing.
You're a fucking curse.
But yeah, I will. I'll do my best. We can take this down at this point. But I love that piece of art. And Ruth is amazing, and she will be there, and I will finally be meeting her in person, which is a lovely thing to be able to do. So I leave on Tuesday, I get it on Wednesday, and then the fun begins. Just wander around London and wait to hear me burp or fart or something, and then you can come up and say hi.
We have.
I'll be wearing the sandwich board that says, "Do you know who I am? I have a podcast."
And the answer will still be no. Bear with me for 1 second. I have got this.
Oh, and my wife will be with me the whole time as well. So
That's someone to drag you out the gutter when you're unconscious. Right. I've got a video.
If you don't think it's the other way around, you don't know her very well.
Can you see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Sebi has sent me this. Mike walking
what is this going to be?
into the cunting shop. Is this the cunting shop? I want a lollipop.
As soon as you went like this, Sebi started getting busy on that. As soon as he did this.
The boy don't fuck around, does he?
No. Oh, I love the guy. He'd be a good co-host as well. I mean, there's all kinds of people. The flippity floppity doors. All right, so
Sam Fisher asked a question. Danny and Mike, what are your thoughts on Instagram models? Who's the prettiest woman to ever hit television? Don't care about the first. And the second would be Kirstie Alley in her prime doing Cheers. Oh, wow. Mama.
Oh, prettiest woman ever to hit television.
Although the bird from Moonlighting, Sybil Shepherd, she was quite nice, but nothing beats Kirstie Alley in her prime.
Let me guess. You also like Kathleen Turner when she was in her prime, because all 3 of those lovely ladies did not age.
More manly than I'll ever be.
all three of those ladies aged about as poorly as I have.
Yeah, kind of.
Kathleen Turner went to the same high school that I did, and the same high school that Gab Marcotti and Steve O went to. But mine might. I'll go with the latest one from Chicago. What is it? A fire or no? Chicago PD.
I don't watch telly.
Sophie Bush. Any
Sophie
episode
Harry
that
what?
she's on is and the thing is, it's just on that show that I like her. She's been on some other shows, not so great, in my opinion. I mean, like, you know, because I'm clearly one to make judgments on people's physical appearance, but yeah, no, there's a lot, but she's the one that stops me in my tracks, I think.
Oh, does she have a restraining order against you?
I don't know. I haven't been to Chicago in a while. No, see, that's not her on Chicago Hope. That's
Chicago Hope.
No,
Now
Chicago
that was a
PD.
TV series. I loved it.
Chicago PD. Let me get.
Getting quite a lot on here. The lady from Bewitched, the TV series. Loki says Carrie Fisher. David says the Finnish Prime Minister. It is lady.
Remember the Croatian Prime Minister that was like all over the World Cup when they made the finals?
Sebi wants to know, do I mean Kirstie Alley in Star Trek or Cheers? Either, really. There wasn't too much of a gap. She turned down Star Trek 3. I think she was in 2. And she turned down 3. Because she didn't want to do the same role for too long. Screen Boy says Jennifer Aniston. Don't see her now. She's got chops like a bloody boxer. Doesn't look right.
There's
Pete
someone else
Colson
that I had
says
a big crush on. She was. Oh, I know who it is. I'm gonna try to find a picture. Katie Nolan.
Pete says Agnetha from ABBA. Don Juan says Judge Judy. She'll give you a good telling off when you're done. Or she's done, more like. Oh dear. What else? Procrastinating Womble has gone for the fingers choice. Maggie Thatcher. I've been to Granstead. Shithole. Most of my vitamins and minerals there.
Speaking of what Peter said, Agnetha Falskog of ABBA in her prime. One of the things we're doing on this trip, like literally every single night, is booked with something, and with all the Arsenal stuff, I had to ask Steph if she wanted to go to a show or go to some sort of West End theater performance, and she said no, I want to go to the ABBA Avatar experience. So we're going to
Avatar.
I think it's a special like arena near the Olympic Stadium where it's like holograms of ABBA on stage, and we have
apparently it's very good
dance floor tickets. It's the night before the charity show, the night after the Villa game, the night before the fundraising show at gvclive.com. And yeah, so we'll be seeing ABBA. We'll be seeing fake ABBA on screen. She loves that. But Erin Gray's a good call back in the day. Katie Nolan from ESPN though is she for some reason she's like my kryptonite as well.
Bye, Crimson. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Very nice.
Oh, Don Juan. Don Juan's got a great one, except it was borderline creepy to be attracted to her when she was at her peak. And I don't know if you really call, I mean, it's not like she was on a TV show. She was on television, but yeah, Anna Kournikova was good. Was good. She was good at tennis. I'm not good at anything.
Ivanka Trump is fit. Is that the daughter? If it's the mother, then it's no good. She's dead. Pete says his friend went to the ABBA experience. It was simply amazing.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. My wife is the big ABBA fan. She loves Mamma Mia.
I like ABBA.
It'll be an experience. I mean, they call it an experience for some reason.
Mark Mertz says the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter.
No,
if there's any women here, feel free to put whatever bloke you quite fancy. Obviously, after me and Mike, because we'll be top of your list. The bird from the Dukes of Hazzard. Have you seen her? She was in the Daily Mail yesterday.
What was her name again? It was Dixie? Or no, the Dixie was the
Daisy.
Daisy Duke. She's Daisy.
She's 68. She's 68, and she hasn't done that. When you look at the blokes that are in there, I mean, the uncle thingy Bob, he's dead, obviously. Oh, he meant her mum, Ivana. Oh dear. Yeah, she's 68, and time's not been good to her. When you see some other people at 68, but I was Someone said Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers. I was watching a bloke called Joe Blow, and they do Whatever Happened To. I think it's Joe Blow Originals on YouTube. And they were saying that the first series she was really good, and the second series they didn't like her being a strong female character, and so they fluffed her up and then ruined it. And then Buck Rogers, the actor, was a complete arsehole to everybody the whole time, and that's why the show ended up on its arse. So there you go, Joe Blow Original. Go and have a look at it on YouTube. They do quite a few shows of the 80s and what happened to all the people and should you bring it back. They did Airwolf, Dukes of Hazzard. I think Dukes of Hazzard did Quantum Leap and all these sort of things. So, Mike was saying if you are around and you want to go and see him doing the podcast, it's going to be live. But a word of warning, people: if you are, if you have got mobility issues, don't bother turning up because you ain't getting over that step. He wanted me to go, and I would, unless I would sit there, I would sit about here.
I didn't want you to go. I wanted you to come.
And Kaya, is Kayan going to be there?
Kaya should be there. Yeah, he has told me that he'll be there.
He hasn't blocked you on Twitter yet for stalking him.
No, he loves me, and I him. We're very happy together.
The people want to know, where's the Mustang? Where's it parked at the moment?
The Mustang is parked at the Mustang dealership because the Mustang's air conditioning did not work from the very first moment we had it. So I had to bring it back on Thursday.
Where's the dealership? In Florida.
It's at the dealership. It's been fixed apparently, but
bullshit. You bought a lemon.
I will be getting it back tomorrow, and I'll have it for a whole day, and then it'll be in our garage for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Why do you mean you garage for only 3 weeks? Is that the next time you're going to use it?
Well, because I'll be gone for 3 weeks. Going to.
All right. I thought. Yes, I know.
London.
You over here for 3 weeks?
No. It's London, Kent, London, Amsterdam, London, Manchester, Liverpool, Brighton, London, Portland, Oregon, for about 6 days, and then back home. We have a third wedding. We have three weddings on this trip, and the third is a family wedding of my wife's cousin up in Portland, Oregon.
Look at that. My head fits exactly in my doorway if I don't move. Look. Now that is a skill. That should be an Olympic event.
I act like I fit in this jersey.
You couldn't. Will I be getting a visit at any time during your wanderings, or will I get a postcard or anything?
I don't know that this is going to be one of those trips. Yeah, I don't know that.
Dead to me.
I asked. I said, I know we've got a busy schedule, but Steph, our marriage will not be complete until I show you Danny's toilet and bath. And for some reason, she was unmoved.
Mr. Ziegler wants to know: do you play Whitesnake at top volume while driving your new vehicle?
You know what I was just thinking of doing? Since
getting in it naked. It's only a matter of time.
As soon as the show's over, I mean, I haven't been wearing what people usually refer to as like clothing items around the house. I would like to do a best of Sebi's memes. If I can.
He sent me one the other day. Someone said, could you superimpose me into my Mercedes convertible? And he did. I've got pictures of me in it. You don't need to superimpose. He was kind enough to go and do it because that's the kind of man that Sebi is. He's a kind-hearted man with a heart of gold and shoes of diamonds and pants of bronze and a hat of silver.
And head of no hair.
Precious. Don't say that. Oh, I've leant forward too long. I refused to pay for fish and chips today after Shana and Mum had been doing stuff. And then she had a chance to say, well, I'll pay for it then. I said, well, I'll have chips. So I had a big thing of just nothing but chips. That's my Irish DNA, that is, to be sure. I had fucking chips, nothing else.
Are we ready? Are we ready for 5 minutes of Sebi's memes here?
Hit it.
All right. These are in no particular order. We have this one.
Brilliant. One of the best.
The A-Team with me and Andy Lee and Ola T.
I've not seen that before.
most of these have a context to them that I don't even remember anymore what it was, but this must have been some sort of, I predicted something to be correct and it came
so
out correct.
perfectly done. The way it encapsulates all your chins. It's wonderful.
Yeah, well,
It's beautiful.
this is when I used to keep my face nice and shaved, and I had hair on my head that looked like it had
Well,
been.
you had hair on some parts of your head.
Yes, well, I was going to say it looked like it had been run through with a lawnmower. Speaking of Dukes of Hazzard,
Andy has that winning smile. God, do you remember the days when you were that slim? Who's that in the middle?
See if you can figure it out. And look at the bottom, Gooners in the USA podcast. This was very early on when we were still called that.
Is that Amanda?
Yep, that's Amanda.
It's looking good for someone who's nearly 60.
Gooners in the USA podcast, which we were. And then maybe the reason no one's watching us is because we have in the USA in our title. So we just decided to drop it. And then we were like, and we consulted with two people. Do you remember who the two people were?
Fuck off.
You and Tom Canton, and both of you told us not to change it. And
we were jealous.
So we had two people for advice, and then we didn't listen to either one of them.
Wise words.
Groundhog Day. This is like, I mean, look at the bottom right. Oh, well, that probably came from the original. I was like, even put in like this is obviously a video cassette, a VCR tape or Betamax tape cover or DVD cover, but
I have a file with some of these in as well. I've just named it Mike.
I have a folder called Sebi Memes.
In my one, I've got quite a few.
This was in my anti-Cronky days. Whereas at this point, I'm still not a huge fan of the guy, but but I don't know that I would necessarily put him in a headlock at this point. I mean, look at those muscles, though. Look at those pecs. Remind me, Sebi, who those pecs actually belong to. You told me once. I forget who it was, but not the best Photoshop job there because you could see like the head does. You could have given me a tan like the guy on the. I think that's John Cena actually, if I remember correctly. But all right, then we have me hanging out with Andre the Giant. I have no remembrance of what that was for or about. This is when I was upset. This is when I was obsessed over Manchi. I don't even understand where this comes from, but yeah, I was dousing myself in Manchis, and I was very much let down by the fact that he didn't come. Yeah, this I think was either before the last when I threatened to wear diapers, or before this one when I followed through with that. But with all the Modelo's before the 24-hour podcast, then I don't even understand why this was.
No.
Oh, here's the original one. Here's the one that Sebi introduced himself to me with. And if you look closely at that at that crisps bag, it says "bag of dicks" because I said something about Tottenham can eat a bag of dicks, and I don't remember what the Louis C.K. reference part of it was, but yeah, this was something he sent me, and I'm like, you know what, this guy gets us, and he's one of our 3 listeners, so we need to really cultivate a relationship with him.
You've got to keep him close.
Yes,
because he could turn any moment.
He could turn at any moment. He could be discovered by someone else, and or like by Mike Hernandez, and then do a podcast with him one day. We don't want that to happen. Me and Lee Dixon singing 2 Live Crew on karaoke with what looks like a bar mitzvah crowd behind us.
Are you wearing your hammock?
I was not wearing my hammock that night.
What's the proper word for that? I've said hammock so many times.
Yarmulke.
Huh?
Yarmulke spelled.
Oh, one's made from ham,
like
one's made from yams.
It's Yarmulke, but it's pronounced Yarmulke.
Whatever. Yarmulke.
This is a scene from Fever Pitch.
certainly is. Don't remember Mr. T being in that, but carry on.
Yeah. Oh, and the thing about this was, I believe this was during a like which would you rather, or it was called what do you love more than Arsenal or something, or what's more important than Arsenal. And the thing was, you're watching Arsenal win the Champions League, but there's a tornado headed for your house. Do you stay in the house or do you leave? So if you look out the back window, there's a tornado coming. Like, the intricacy of this is fantastic.
So many levels.
Yes, right. So it's a scene from Fever Pitch with Ola in there as looking like Mr. T again, I think, because Ola was on the pod that it was Ola and judges were on the pod, and there's a tornado headed towards us from right over, coming right out of Lee Judge's bald head is a tornado, which is pretty common in England, I hear.
All day. I've had 3 today.
What's the deal with dick jokes? I think this is me at Gunnar Graw, winning Gunnar Graw.
Winning.
And then the last one, I think we've seen this many times before. This was my Olympic moment.
There's more after that. I can see them.
This is me drinking from the FA Cup with my tattoos and handsome face. And then that's I think a Baconator six Baconator sandwich, the Virginia. Yeah, some of these I don't remember. And then my favorite one of all, this one. Me and my daddy. Oh, and you'll see this one with your face on it in the outro, don't we?
Fucking flies. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. Oh, that was a sore day.
I don't really remember this one. I don't remember what this was about, but look how much taller. This is actually the proper size.
Actual heights.
Yeah, actual heights.
Yeah.
I still feel this way about him.
Arsehole.
Yeah.
Marseille legend, though.
Flying
that was about
Joe.
killing prostitutes, I think. And the last one I made.
Yes, that was. Oh, so you added that one. That is
all the fight. It's a Feinberg family meeting.
It's a Feinberg family meeting. The actual people?
There's a crunchy on the table. Did you notice that?
There is a crunchy on the table. That's right. I think
wow.
I think the left side is me. The lower right was Tom Rosenhammer. The top left is Elliot from Yankee Gunner. And oh my God, I literally just noticed that all the people in the background have my face on it too.
Every single person there does, even the bartender.
I thought it was just I never actually noticed that it was more than just the 4 of us. That all the people at the bar.
I do it properly.
It just got twice as funny because I was looking to see. I saw all the other people like looking over at us, like why were they looking at us? And then I looked closer, and it's me.
Did somebody say Baconator?
Oh my God, that is funny. That is funny.
I'm sure Sebi could do a great job. The fact that it's shit means it's funny. And I even turned some of the heads round.
Yeah, he yeah. I mean, this is almost more my style because it's so shit that it's good. Do you see our new outro on the Gooners podcast?
The one yesterday.
Well, it debuted last week. I couldn't play it yesterday because we got a copyright nick or whatever you want to call it. Not a strike.
No.
But,
well, maybe I have.
But well,
I can't. I don't know.
You got to come to the Gooners podcast to see that. So
hold on, we've got to change something. We have Mr. Hertz from the car rental place is here. There we go.
It's very
nice. Guatemalan flag up.
Yeah.
What time do you call this, Mr. Hertz? Probably breastfeeding his children. He's a very tender lover and a very giving gentleman.
With my milk. Prepare to see a brand new intro video for the Gooners podcast the next time we go live, and you will see a picture. And I'm saying this while Mike Hernandez is here for a reason that will both disturb and delight you.
Oh,
and it is not Photoshop. So get ready.
oh,
You will not want to miss it. You will not want to be late to the next Gooners podcast. Just take our word for it. And I'm thinking that might be tomorrow night. We'll see what we can do.
what you're doing tomorrow night? Who's on?
I have no fucking clue.
Excellent.
I just thought about it. And we'll probably talk about the game yesterday.
Gillian Anderson. Woof. Bit too skinny now, though. Not ginger enough. But back in the day.
Not my
Oh,
type.
hello, cheeky.
Yeah. So all right, should we end it there? Anything
Yes.
else on the list?
Nope. Fucking done it all.
So I have no idea why I made some of these. They were probably just throwaway lines you said on the podcast, and I just ran with it. Those are the greatest
Best
ones.
way. In fact, it's the only way.
Yeah.
Cayenne is there. Just as we're shutting the show down, Cayenne, you've missed loads from Jamaica. So, hello.
When Mike and Danny tell you you've missed loads, you're probably considering yourself pretty lucky.
Yeah, well done. Best time to turn up is right near the end. There's done to put up with a load of old shit.
You are just here in time for the outro. Thank you for joining us for episode 27 of the Sunday Roast. Next Sunday, 9 or 10 p.m. The following Sunday, 9 or 10 p.m. You may or may not see me. You may see part of me. You may see some of me. You may see none of me, but you will see all of Danny because the show must go on. And if I'm not available the next 3 weeks, you have to be on your game.
Yes.
Because we need to bring this to the people. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, roasties and roasties, head off to the punting shop, double your money, and we'll see you next week on the Sunday Roast.
Thanks for watching the Sunday Roast with Mike and Danny. This is sometimes Mike.
It isn't.
And this is
me.
Dan.
Yes.
And we have fun.
I wonder if Sokka would be mad about this.
Here's Berglano.
That needs to
and
go.
Here's sexy
Traitor.
Mike
Woohoo.
riding a horse.
Giddy up.
Danny loves junk food. We know he does.
No.
And Mike does tricks.
Did I tell you that last week we were talking over the ending
football,
and Jake came running into the
hate
room to tell me
talking
that
about
we were
so
actually
we
on
made
video.
this show. Why you
Makes up for
watch
you not
it?
talking at the
We
beginning of last
don't
week's show.
know.
Have you seen that yet? But it's fucking hard work. Get off me, you buzzy cunt. Fuck off. I hate them.
Sunday
People
Roast
only
is a
watch for
joint
that. It takes
production of
watching
Burt
2
Camp
hours just for that
Wonderland
last
and the
bit.
Gooners Podcast. Join us every Sunday night at 10 p.m. for all the entertainment you didn't know you wanted, but can't live without.
Can't live without
Have a
it.
great week, everybody. We
Bye.
out.